Welcome to a rather random journey where we go through some honest professions you can do in Skyrim and rate them depending on how worth doing they actually are, which means that we'll look at gameplay itself, ability to roleplay long term, and gold gain for the honest work you do. I've picked some I found either interesting or some that are commonly seen among our favorite NPCs. We'll be starting off with no money,
You're broke!
so it's easier to see how much or little we actually make. Also, if you like the content, consider subscribing. You'll get instantly cooler, and I can make more random content. Being a farmer in the beautiful lands of Skyrim means growing and picking crops. One way is to pick crops on farms owned by others in exchange for a small sum of gold for each crop. I'm going to repeat what I just said for dramatic effect. In exchange for a small sum.
You could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
This means that you don't get a lot of money. Honestly, you get just a bit more than you would if you were to sell the crops to some vendor.
Honest pay for honest work.
Sometimes it's better to just keep this food in case something bad happens than to actually sell it.
I really don't mean to be rude, but I don't think there's much I can help you with.
Honest pay for honest work.
We picked some crops and made 14 gold. Now, what can you buy with that? What's worth such a little sum? Not much, really. Probably just an afternoon with me, where we discuss my favorite cards from Magic the Gathering. You'll never guess which card is my favorite. Okay, it's this one.
Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall.
Farming isn't just about crops though. It's also about taking care of farm animals. After spending some time with these farm animals, you'll come to realize you can't really interact with them. And in general, you haven't got much in common. So, what's your favorite color? There's always a possibility to use your house for farming, to grow crops and ingredients, but it doesn't bring much money just by farming them and selling them. At this point, it's just easier to ask your wife for money.
We have a cozy little profit. Here, this is your share, love.
Being a farmer doesn't make much money, but those ingredients will become important later. Also, if you're bored, you can just jump on farmhouses. Now that you're working as a cook, or you just appeared around a cooking pot out of nowhere and they can't tell you to leave, you can use all that money you got from your wife as an allowance to buy ingredients for cooking. You can also use your house's oven to cook. This gives you more options, but at the same time, you probably don't just collect these types of ingredients. So...
We have a cozy little profit. Here, this is your share, love.
Regardless of the value of these dishes, this whole game mechanic is super underrated. The majority of these can be made pretty easily, and have some great, long-lasting effects.
I'm sure Nazir's cooking is great and all, but my appetites are a little more discerning.
Okay, I'll meet you later. You can make
tons of poisoned apples
and a lot of friends along the way. So you don't enjoy cooking anymore and decide to chop up wood. Great, this one is pretty interesting. Certain NPCs pay you for bringing them firewood, which you can chop tons of if you have the time.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
The only downside is that it gets heavy after a while and you walk really slow. Luckily, there's a solution for carrying heavy firewood and for making our job a bit easier.
Let's kill someone!
Our follower here is not only a mass murderer, but a great ally for making money in the lumber business. He can store all that firewood, and he can cut some for us as well. Why kill people all the time when you can chop wood
side by side with a friend?
Oh yes, Cicero and the listener. On the hunt. Does it involve sneaking and stabbing? Ooh, please say yes.
No.
Honest gold.
For honest work.
Why chop wood when you can mine valuable ores? Our first adventure starts in Dawnstar's mines, where we can really shine, because besides us, it's filled with generic NPCs. Quicksilver ore is great, but we'll soon find out that iron is way more valuable. Sleep is for the weak. Yep, I already mined that, you doofus. As I said, we can really shine here, because we have something these miners don't. Is it willpower? No. Is it the endless effort of a working man? No. We have a magic spell that can change ores into better ores.
The Forsworn have taken Kolskager Mine. We're the only ones left.
What if I
Took care of them.
I'd be grateful. Kolskager is my home. But I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's a whole group of them with axes and magic on their side. You'd never stand a chance.
That could be true, but what if I had... Okay, this is bad. Not even a challenge.
I'll buy everything you've dug up.
Now, Kolskager Mine is funny. Pavo and his friend returned back, but the Forsworn respawn. So next time, when you'll return, the boys will probably die, and you won't be able to sell that nice shiny gold ore. So, being a mine boy isn't your type of jam. Potions
And poisons.
are fun. There are a lot of potions you can make and then sell, but some generate way more income than others. And we're all about that sweet gold. I personally prefer to make a mix of blue mountain flowers, blue butterfly wings, and hanging moss, because all of these ingredients are either cheap or very easy to find. Gotcha.
That's a good concoction. But keep trying new things. Alchemy rewards inquisitive minds.
I also collected some wheat, creep clusters, and giant toes to make a few even more valuable potions.
You're broke!
right in the pooper. Are you possibly a former assassin and want to take a break? This is great. Do you get a lot of money from selling animal loot? No. Can you actually enjoy finding and killing harmless animals in the wild? Well, probably. Enjoy this montage of me shooting stuff. What? Come on, come on, come on. Can't miss this one. Now that we've had somewhat of an adventure, we can just sell some of the stuff we haven't yet sold. Which we've been doing in a way this whole time anyways. Makes you think, maybe there's a merchant in all of us.
Do come back.
Now if you're asking, dude, did you do this video just to repent all that bad stuff you did, like assassinating the Emperor? Maybe. I also hear you asking, is honest work in Skyrim worth it then? No, it gets boring really fast. Time to get more money.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin?
Shit. I forgot about the blacksmith. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to make a whole big separate video about him.